Hello everyone. So in this stream I would like to talk about where Russians can live. I mean, there are a lot of places where Russians can live, but it's interesting to learn about that because while learning about that I found a lot of information. So let me check if the stream is okay. I'm trying to stream here with the music. And hello. So tell me please if you hear me well. Welcome Terry, welcome. Last one. Tell me if you hear the music. I want to make it interesting with music. I'm doing well. So I want to test this format of streaming. I hope you will like it. No sound? You don't hear me? Oh, sound is good. What about the music? The music is good. Oh, I mean, do you hear the music? I have like a collection of music from YouTube, electronic music. Let me know about that. Yeah, okay. Okay, today in this stream I would like to talk about where Russians can go. I mean, the countries where they can visit without problems. Just really low. The music is low. I mean, it's okay if it's low. The most important is to hear me. That's what's planned about the music, to make it low. Anyway, really low. Okay. Where's the voice could go up slightly if possible, but you're clear. The microphone is 100%. Okay, we will just be closer to the microphone. So there are like many countries, in fact, Russians can go to. I mean, when we see like a lot of sanctions and a lot of what do you mean about my voice? Yes, your voice could go up slightly if possible, but you're clear. Would go up. It's like the. Okay, I'll stop the music. So I thought with the music it'd be more cool. Anyway, how you hear me now? Okay, the music seems to be like ruining everything. I wanted to make it fun. Anyway, it would be fun anyway. So, so there are like, I mean, despite there are a lot of you can say a lot of restrictions about Russians, there are still like countries it's possible to go to. Let me try here to make the microphone much higher. Sorry, one moment please. I hate when everything goes wrong. Anyway, I think it's okay now. Okay. So I said, despite like a a lot of countries restricting Russians, and I mean making it hard for them to leave, despite like Russians or people from Russia being like, I mean, being, even if they are like against the war and against everything what's going on. Yeah, technical stuff. So there are still like some countries where Russians can go to, and I will try to mention them all, and there are even countries I never knew about them before. So the Russian passport, so there are Russian people have two passports, Russian passport. So they have two kind of passport, like the Einer passport. So this is one, the Einer passport. It's red, something like that, and it's used only inside the country. And there is the international one. So not all Russians have the international passport. I mean, for some people, they said like it's a strange why they have like two passports. Like some people, when I created a video about that, they didn't know. So that's like the truth. They have like the Einer passport that they use inside the country, and they have the international passport. So the international passport is people like ask for it. They go to the immigration department. Yeah, they have an immigration department, and even Russians, I mean, themselves. So they go to that department, and they ask for the international passport to go abroad. So with this simple passport, like the inner passport, they can't go to any country. I mean, not any country, but there are some countries that accept with the Einer passport, and those countries were like from the Soviet Union or something like that. So is it new, something new for us, for you? And some countries accept only with the international passport. So let's check, like Zagran passport, they called it Zagran passport, like broad passport. Zagran passport. So there is like simple passport and there is Zagran passport. Here the website, like get the Zagran passport, get the international passport. So it's not like the same. It's also red, but it's not the same. Anyway, so like there are like countries that accept with the Einer passport, and there are countries that accept with the international passport. So here I have a list of countries that accept with they don't need the international passport. Hello, Angie, nice to see you. Let me know if you hear me very well, because we had technical problems when I just started, and maybe, I mean, some people, they don't hear. I want to be sure about that. Is Russia the only country with two passports? I don't know, maybe, because there are like a lot of strange things about Russia. I mean, including like the money, because they have like you find in the website of the central bank, Russian central bank, you find there the Soviet ruble, and the Soviet ruble costs more than dollar. I mean, then the simple ruble cost, I mean, less than dollar. Like $1 gives 1.65 or something like that ruble. Germany and some others have two passports as well. Okay. Hello everyone. Hello everyone who is just joining. So we have like you can say like 6 countries that accept Russians without the international passport. So they accept only the simple passport, like the Einer passport. So, and that one is Abkhazia. So Abkhazia, and I'm preparing here everything. I'm doing my homework here. So I'm preparing the
Abkhazia.
The translator, Abkhazia. So this Abkhazia, because I may make mistakes like talking about some countries. Maybe I will not pronounce them correctly. So Abkhazia is Abkhazia. So in fact, and I am preparing here the map as well. Abkhazia, it's in fact a republic, and they had a conflict. So I mean, in my opinion, it could be like loyal to Russia. So even like, I mean, I don't know if they are doing like mobilization, so people maybe could be sent from Abkhazia. I don't know if they considered it like a republic, like independent, but they are like very close, and even from the borders here, you don't know if it still belong to Georgia or not. Like they are writing here like I don't know. So they had a conflict. Also, the first pronunciation is normal in English. Okay. Abkhazia, okay. Yeah, like Algeria, for example, Algeria in Arabic, Aljazair, and etc. Okay, so Abkhazia is here. I looked up, and 61 will allow citizens to pass 2 individual passports. Okay, and Georgia with Russia, they had the conflict, so that's why like some people in Georgia, they have like a problem with Russians, not only because of what's going on in Ukraine, but also like Georgia, they had only conflicts with Russia, like many conflicts about this Abkhazia, by the way, like the territory this, because Georgian people were living here in Abkhazia, and like Russia or something like that, like helped them to be independent, and Georgian people, they had to leave Abkhazia. So something like that happened, and there is another country here I will talk about as well in Georgia. And you can find about that, I mean, you can learn about that in Wikipedia. Let me check here. I don't know what I will find. I mean, my reading about history is not that cool. So there is like a conflict here. Early history, blah blah blah. I found here conflict like recently. With Georgia and Russia, because that territory was also like kind of belongs to Soviet Union, and that's why I know where I found that. Anyway, you can find it in Wikipedia, and in Google you can Google it as well. So this Abkhazia, so in fact Russians can go there, yeah. So if they are not afraid, I mean, they can just go there without any international passport. And here, like they said, like they need only the Einer passport, and that's it to enter. Stalin was Georgian, yes, by the way, yeah. Yeah, it was like when I just went to Russia and I started living in there, and I heard about that Stalin was Georgian. I didn't like, I mean, I didn't understand what's going on. I mean, I didn't understand. I thought Russians, there are only Russians. I didn't know that a lot about Soviet Union. I mean, so that's it. So I think they can only register somewhere like they write here like they have to live 90 days, and then they need maybe to register somewhere, like they're in the police station or something like that. Anyway, let's move to other country. So it's Armenia. Armenia is also like very good friends with Russia, so that's why people can go there easily without the international passport. Armenia or Armenia in English, Armenia. So Armenia, it's situated just like here next to Georgia, And in fact, the first time we wanted to go to Armenia, not to Georgia, because we went here from Rostov-on-Don. Where is Rostov-on-Don? Somewhere. This is in fact Russia. And somewhere from here, like from Rostov-on-Don. Yes, we lived somewhere here, next to Shakhty, so Rostov-on-Don, next to Ukraine, and we were living very close to Ukraine, and we were hearing airplanes and ambulances, and we had like a military base just next to our home, like 10 minutes walk. And we were very afraid because we were hearing those airplanes, especially at night, and they were like, "Ooh," something like that, like a falling bomb. So for 6 months we were hearing all that stuff, and that's why, I mean, when we heard about like mobilization and everything, and we already was ready to leave, because we like hearing those sounds since like the 24th February. It was like psychologically not okay. Without partial Russian army invaded Georgia and illegally occupied it. Yeah, so I don't know a lot about that, because I wasn't interested in politics before, but that could be possible, because what's going on in Ukraine. He lived in Rostov. Yeah, he lived in Rostov, so we are from the same place. So we went from Rostov by car to Krasnodar, then we went somewhere here, and then somewhere in Grozny, something. I mean, in those places, the Ossetia. I don't know what is Ossetia here, but because those, as you see, those republics aren't even like in the card, aren't bordered. Like something like here, Ossetia, I don't know, North Ossetia or something like that. And we went through the borders to Georgia. And when we were here, like next to Georgia, we thought like because I had a friend in Dubai, and he said like he would find me work. So we decided to look for the prices of airplanes in Armenia, because we were going to Armenia. We checked the price in Armenia, and then we checked, the drivers told us, check the price in Georgia. We checked the prices in Georgia, and they were like half, like much, like 50% lower. So we went from Georgia to Dubai, and then from Dubai to Turkey. Now from Turkey we will go somewhere as well. I don't know, still not sure where. Anyway, so Armenia, they give 6 months for Russians to live there, and then I think the same, they can register or make a residence or something. Anyway, they can go there and live there. It will be like easier for them, because they don't even need the international passport. That's the thing. Again, what else? So Belarus, it's like they are very like friends with Russia, and Russians as well can go there and live with the Einer passport easily. Okay, what's needed for Russians? So this is also a republic. So Belarus is also a republic. I don't understand the difference between federation, republic, and country. I consider them all countries. So Russian people need only the Einer passport to enter Belarus. For how long? How to register? I don't know. Maybe they just register as well like others. I mean, those are easiest place. Kazakhstan are making it a bit hard now for Russians to. Kazakhstan is very big, and they speak Russian. Most of people, of course, they have another religion there. They have another language, but still, a lot of them, like most of them, speak Russians. So there also they don't need the international passport. But now something changed from 26 January. People can stay only 90 days. Yeah. So the visa is not needed. If someone want to stay there more than 30 days, it's okay to have the INR passport. And in the time of a half year, they can stay 90 days. It's weird. Anyway, it's also easier to get there for Russians. Kyrgyzia, also they call it Kyrgyzia in Russian, but in fact it's Kyrgyzstan. Have you ever considered Ethiopia? Ethiopia, it's an Africa. They have one of the fastest growing middle class in the world. A lot of emerging industries and even vineyards. I don't know. I have usually what I do. I just go here and check for the countries if they give easily residence and if they need visa or not. But I think we will come to that. Ethiopia. Okay. So Kyrgyzstan. This is Kyrgyzstan. No, it's Kazakhstan. Thailand is a popular place for Russian, but I know it's probably too far. Yeah, it's too far, and it's hard to get the residence there. It's hard to get the residence. So let me check how to say, like, Kyrgyzia turned to Kyrgyzstan. I mean, like you feel like it's different countries. So where this is Kyrgyzia situated? It's here northern of Kazakhstan. So Kyrgyzia also Russians, they can just have the INR passport without international passport and enter it. And here they have like what they are saying here, like 30 days. Okay, anyway, I mean, it's easy to enter Kyrgyzstan without the international passport, without no visa. And Ossetia, we were in Ossetia, so it was like crazy in Ossetia when we crossed Ossetia. And Ossetia, how to call it? South Ossetia. So when we crossed the border from Ossetia, it was very hard, and they had a lot of policemen who were kind of threatening us, but they will take us to the military stations, military bases, and they took a lot of bribes to let us pass, like many posts, like maybe 10 posts or something like that. It was crazy. So we have never been in this Ossetia, and like the only time when we were in Ossetia. Anyway, so we met a lot of policemen who asked us for a lot of money, and we spent there like about $2,000 to pass. Imagine that. We didn't expect that. that we lose so much money to pass. Anyway, that was crazy. Anyway, I will say it like Yuzhная Ossetia, I mean Southern Ossetia or Ossetia. Anyway, it's, I mean, not that important. Anyway, like this Ossetia also it seems like Russia or something like that. Hello, Lisa. Nice to see you. So even these strange borders, like very tiny borders, I don't know. It's like not countries. Maybe those are republics, or it's considered maybe a region from of Russia, because as you see, like the same borders we have here in Rostov-on-Don, the same borders we have in Ossetia. So it's maybe considered like, and this part it's like bordered like this with tiny line and with this line. So it's kind of, it's belong to Georgia and at the same time it's belong to Russia. So it's crazy. You never know. Welcome everybody who is just joining. Nice to see you. Let's continue. So those are like 6 countries that allow Russians to live only with the Einer passport. They don't need the international passport. And so let's continue. And it's cool that I mean that's what I wanted to say. It's cool that there are countries I found here in this list that are, I mean, that are like most people don't know them. I mean, Niue, for example, or I don't know, Samoa, and a lot of them. So we will check them one by one. Be interesting, because I wanted to make a video about that, but it took me a lot of time, and I will have to edit it. Maybe it will be like useful for some people who are thinking, I mean, where to go. It's useful for us as well. I mean, at the same time, I check, I think at the same time where to go. You maybe help me also in the stream about any ideas. Ethiopia. Anyway, like, let me try to find, if were you, I would go further away than those countries for the next few months. Yeah, but I don't know. The prices of the ticket is like $2,000. If Latin America is good, I would like to go to Latin America. It's like farther from these places, but I mean, anyway, Ethiopia. So this is what I do usually. I just make the country here, Ethiopia, and visa for Russians. So Ethiopia, they give what? Oh, so a visa needed for Ethiopia, I think. A visa needed. Okay, this is like 2023 new information about Ethiopia. Okay, here нужна ли visa? So it needed visa. This Ethiopia. Sorry, I don't know how to say it. So like 30 days is $50, 70 days is 90 days is $70. I mean, it's cheap, but I don't know if how is the economical situation there. It seems Africa maybe. How much longer can you stay there? Here, New Zealand, visa free but hard to come there. Yeah, maybe it's expensive also. New Zealand, Ethiopia can't be that good as here. Okay. Yeah, it's Africa, it's very hot there, and I don't know if they don't have troubles. Usually that a lot of countries in the Central Africa, they have like wars, etc. I heard about like Nigeria and others. Anyway, okay, let's move to now to the countries that accept Russians with the international passport. Thank you very much for the support, Muriel Kerbel. It's very nice from you. Taxpayers are putting thousands of them up. Hello, Black Cat. Nice to see you. So, the countries that accept Russians, like 82 countries accept Russians without visa. I mean, we are talking now about Ethiopia. I will hear it. Ethiopia. We are talking about Ethiopia, but there are like 82 countries accepting Russians without visa. I mean, so you see, of course, Russians, they prefer to go to countries where they don't ask visa. That's why you see Russians in maybe in countries where they give days without visa, like many days. I mean, like Turkey was giving 60 days without visa, and other countries. Dubai like gave also 90 days without visa, and a lot of countries where Russians usually go, they prefer those countries without visa. I mean, they think, I mean, it's easier for them. How many days I can stay in Turkey? 29, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So 7 days I will have to go to the immigration department, and if I will get the residence, I will stay here for 1 year. But I will not get a residence after that. I will have to 10 days to leave after that. So you can say 17 days I have. Yeah, thank you, Wildcat. Okay, 82 countries. So the first country where Russians are accepted, I mean, with the international passport, but without visa. So Azerbaijan, it's Azerbaijan. Okay, I will also try to pronounce it right. Even you said like Google is not like pronouncing right. Azerbaijan. Anyway, like almost, at least. I would like to know internal conflict, safe family for sure. Modern sanitation can be a problem in Ethiopia. Yes, Ethiopia, unless you have decent income. Yeah, you see, it's a problem, and I have a little kid. Anyway, so Azerbaijan, where this Azerbaijan, it's situated just like next to Armenia. But Armenia and Azerbaijan recently, they had a conflict. They had some war or something like that, and it could be, I mean, also like running from war to war. It's not nice. Okay, so this is Azerbaijan. How much it can give to Russian? Like 90 days. 90 days people can stay there without visa. So if I go to Azerbaijan, I can stay there 90 days without visa. And then they ask for the permission to prolong that time to 2 months if they need. And then they need, during the 10 days, they need to register in immigration department. And I don't know about like residence. I mean, most of countries about residence are similar, or you have to have a lot of money to invest in that country, or you have to buy real estate and they will tell you how much like it should cost, or you should be married there, or you should study there, or you have to have a work there, or you have to have a business there. So like talking about the residence and difference between them, I mean it's almost the same about most countries. So let's continue. We have Albania. So Albania, it's maybe like interesting. So Russians can go to Albania without a visa and they can stay there 90 days. So 90 days in Albania, Russians can stay. And then they can, I mean, apply for residence or do something else. And Albania, I think it's kind of I would like to hear from you about each country. I mean, what do you know about it? Because Albania, I wasn't well like before watching a lot of politics, but I watched a movie, a few movies that in Albania they had some war or something like that, like US helped them, etc. I heard about that, so it was like maybe in the 90s or I don't remember when. So like Albania, it's a good place. It's next to the sea, Mediterranean Sea. Serbia, I don't know. I consider all of them. I'm thinking, I mean, like Serbia is good, but recently I get to know that Serbia is kind of I don't know. They are kind of allies with Russia or something like that. I mean, when thinking about a country, you think about a lot of things, and you never know. I don't know what's the relation with Serbia and Kosovo now. I remember that there were like Kosovo, Czechoslovakia. They had also kind of war or something like that. Rwanda, it's I think Africa. There is a movie about Rwanda. Black Panther or something like that. It's in Africa. Okay, Albania, I don't know. I hope everything is okay in Albania. But anyway, as you see, they give like 90 days to Russians to leave. Yeah, Serbia, it's interesting because it wants to join EU, and they give only 30 days to Russians to live there, and after that they can make like the residence to live there. Albania, if longer than 3 months, I would prefer Croatia over Serbia myself. Croatia, I don't know how to pronounce it. Let me come to how to say. Let me like step by step here. But maybe it's an option. Like all those countries are good option for me. I mean not this, but this. Romania, Serbia, Kosovo, I don't know, Bulgaria, Greece. Those are all good option. Montenegro, what else? Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina also, Croatia. But we'll come to them. Andorra, because the cool thing that I learned about like new country, and you will be surprised about the names of countries I learned about. It's cool. So Andorra, what's Andorra? And do you know, anyone knows Andorra? So I didn't hear about Andorra before. Where is it even? Oh, it's in Europe. Andorra, between France and imagine that, like between France and Spain. I didn't know that there is a country. So there is a country called Andorra. Little one. Cool. It's interesting if it's in the European Union or not. Andorra, oh, I have to tie it there. Ties? Ties means family. Is it European country? It should be considered an European country. Andorra. By France. Okay. Andorra is the 6th smallest state in Europe. Yeah. And I don't know, their religion, not the religion, the currency. I don't see the currency here. Like 77,000 people only. Currency is euro. Cool. So Andorra, Andoru. They call it Andoru here in Russian. I don't know how to.
Andorra.
Okay, Andorra. They give to Russians. So like transit visa. They have to have people. Anyway, Andorra. So visa. They don't ask for visa. They don't ask for visa because you have to the Schengen visa, the European visa. That's why. Because you can't enter like Andorra. They don't have airplane or what? The airports or what? Like more than 10 days, you have to make express visa during 3 days. If you are there more than 2 days, and you can stay 30 days there. Anyway, this is about Andorra. Okay, let's go there further. What is Antigua y Barbuda? It's in Russian. So let's look. They have this flag. No airport. Interesting. I thought in all countries there are airports. Okay. With my Google.
Antigua and Barbuda.
Antigua and Barbuda. And why like two names? Antigua and Barbuda. Okay, let's check Antigua and Barbuda. I think those are islands or something like that. So Antigua and Barbuda, it's something here, maybe. Islands. And those islands are between the North America and the South America. Antigua and Barbuda. Interesting. I didn't know about that, by the way. Caribbeans. It's the same. Okay. So Russians in Antigua and Barbuda, they don't need any visa, and they can stay there 90 days. 90 days. So I can stay here in 90 days. I mean, it's the middle of the nowhere, or how to call it. A country bigger than Andorra in Texas. Cool. I mean, I don't know if those islands, I mean, they are so exposed to the ocean. They don't have like troubles with like water, like hiding under the water. I mean, look, wow, like at the picture. So they don't have land, almost no land, water around, tropical, but the sea maybe there it's so clean, maybe so nice. About expensive, I don't know, maybe the problem that it's very expensive to fly from Turkey, for example, or I mean even from Russia to North America, yes, or Latin America. It's very, and hurricane. Oh my god, like $2,000 just apply there, and some countries they ask the return. But I think such countries where visa it's not needed, I don't think that they will ask for a return ticket. Anyway, now we never know. We can change anytime. But interesting that Russians they can go there and leave with the international passport for 90 days. I mean, still, like they have a lot of options. Anyway, let's go. Argentina. I want to go to Argentina. I found a website where Argentina they give the residence during two years. I don't know what people should do to get not the residence, the citizenship for 2 years. I don't know what people should do to get the Argentina citizenship that fast, but it's cool. So if Russians go to Argentina, they can stay 90 days and then they can plan their life. I mean, the residence there. I mean, I heard about a lot of Russians who are in Argentina and they get the residence and they are living there. I mean, and they are building their life and it's easier. I mean, and if someone have a child there, will have a child, they will give the citizenship very easy. So Argentina, it's good, nice weather. They have a lot of Russians and it's easy. Everything is easy there. Anyway, let's continue. Welcome everybody who just joined it. We are discussing the countries where Russian people can go without visa and live there. Bagami. A lot of Russians go to Bagami. We call them Bagami, but in fact it's Bagama or Bahamas. Bahamas. Okay. Bahamas. So Bahamas, those are also, I think, islands. Also islands. Yeah. Where is it? You can see them. Somewhere here. Why it's not showing them? Ah, this is the Bahamas. It's north to Cuba, the Bahamas. They are beautiful people from what I heard, and a lot of like rich Russians they go to relax there and to have like a vacation. So people also are given 90 days to go to Bagama. So all that they need the international passport and they go to Bahamas and they can live there 90 days without even a visa. There's a visa free. So there's a song in Russian like Bahama, Bahama Mama, la 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 la, something like that. Barbados. Barbados. I never heard about Barbados. It was very interesting. I mean, Barbados is wonderful. Have you been there? Barbados. It reminds me of Barbaris or something like that, like or Barabbas. Barabbas in Buratina, like Pinocchio. The Russian version of Pinocchio called Buratina, and they have like the bad guy in Buratina in the fairy tale, Barabbas. Barabbas. Call it. They call him Barabbas. So Barbados. Barbados, it's somewhere also Latin America. It's cool that, I mean, they have a deal with a lot of Latin American countries. Thought he was going back to Russia. I would so maybe did not go to Russia. You mean Alyosha maybe? So yesterday I was talking with Sergey, crazy Sergey from Russia, and he said the following. So he said that Russians can go to China and stay there like 1 month or 2 months. I don't remember how much they can exactly stay there without like visa. But Americans can stay in China like a lot of time, like many years. And we hear that, I mean, kind of China and Russia and friends, and China and America and US, they have conflict. But in fact, when you see like this, when we talk about the visa situation, so it's easier for America to go to China and to live there, but harder to Russian to go to China and live there. So it's a kind of thing to think about. Maybe to know if two countries are really, I mean, in good relations. So maybe we have to check their visa politics. I don't know. Okay, Barbados, we said. Also, most of them like give. I don't know why exactly they give 28 days. I don't know how do they decide. I mean, the 30 days, 90 days, 28 days. Some of them 14 days. How do they choose that number? Like, I mean, like there are countries that gives, for example, that give 30 days. There are countries giving 28 days. So 28 days or 30 days. What is the difference? This is becoming quite a community. Yeah, sure. Nice to form a community around half Russian. I was always building communities before. I built where like the first community, it was the English club I had in no, it was even before I had a community online. I mean, when I was in Algeria, so I didn't have a lot of friends, and I was living 12 years in Algeria, and my father kind of didn't let us to hear Russian language, didn't let us to hear Russian music, and also he was very strict. And the more he was like against, I mean, against to speak Russians, the more he was against us to speak, the more I wanted to go to Russia, like 12 years. And he even told me that I still till now my father is not talking to me because I get married to Russian. He said if you get married to, I will not talk to you. So he is not talking to me. And what I want to say. So in that time, I was learning Russian with the internet, and I found a website called Scast. And in that Scast, people were creating conferences, and we were using Skype to create conferences, and a lot of conferences were created, and we were like building like our community, you can say. And we were going to that website, downloading an application and creating there a conference, and anyone can join it. So that was like the first community you can say I was creating, like around like people talking about like philosophy and other stuff. Then okay, see you, Lisa. Have a nice day. And the second community I created, it was an English club. So when I went to Russia, and I didn't have a lot of friends there, and I wanted to have friends, and I started talking to foreigner people there, and I decided to create like an English lab. So we had meetings every week, and we were meeting, like discussing things, going out, hanging out, and even like some Russians who were like learning English, they were joining us. So that was the second one. And the third one I created is what's like around the cryptocurrency. So I write in some cryptocurrency websites like blogs. I write articles, and there I also create the community called Decooperation. I was like collaborating with people. By the way, that I can show you some of something like thing that we did in the English club N or R, because I was in one. Here is, so I will put it without the music because it could be copyrighted. So this video we made with my friend, American friend. He was from California. His name was Derek, and he was teaching English in a company called Language Link. And those are like the first people. This guy is from a lot of people of Indonesia. They were studying in Russia. One guy from Mexico. So we went to hockey. This is the guy, the American guy, Derek. He was teaching English there. This girl, Sylvia, from Indonesia. This girl from Morocco. I don't remember her name. This one is also from Indonesia, I think. This guy, Luis, from Mexico. This guy, Samuel, from Indonesia. That's me. So that was what we were doing in the English club. I don't know what countries. Still thinking. Favorite one. Favorite one, I mean. One where they speak English. I mean, maybe US. So I invited people, like, look how many people I gathered in that English club. Like a lot of people with guitar. We played there, like from people who were from Iraq. We went to do some barbecue. It was like my community. We did picnics together as well with the Russian people, like Russian people from other people from Tajikistan. This guy is from Armenia. He helped us a lot. This guy Russian. So those are like some like picnics which just were hanging out. So just in the bridge, there's again Derek. We visited the church. That's me. Inside, one guy, a Russian guy, who was singing there in the church choir, or how to say it. So he showed us the place inside because they let us enter. We were there in a bunker. We found a bunker there in this Novocherkassk where I live, and like my mother from there, and it was like in under the ground in woods. So this we were drinking their beer. This is Derek, and we had a lot of fun. He taught us how to play baseball. Those were really nice days. It was like, I mean, 9 years ago. Wow, 9 years ago. Wow, the time passed so fast. Still have contact with some of them. Yeah, no, I lost a lot of contacts because I don't know. They left the country. We divided, and I lost with them contact. So these guys also, a Russian band called Pulse. They sing in English. We were friends with them, and they sang in my marriage. I invited them. I was invited to laser tag. So laser tag is like a game with laser, and it's like ping pong or not ping pong, like the paintball or something like that, like paintball. So then I started doing like meetings in cafeteria where we were practicing English. I was preparing presentations, questions, etc. And I started getting paid for that, for gathering people to study and to practice English. So that was me with my phone, with my PC, laptop. I was also in like a Santa Claus. I was wearing like Santa Claus like this, and like not Santa Claus, like Ded Moroz, Russian version. So that was in Novocherkassk. That was the English club, and that's where I met my wife. And then I also created this decooperation community, and I also was asking from people to send me pictures, videos, and they were like sending big videos and telling like the about the cryptocurrencies we were earning. Also people from all around the world. This one guy from Spain, I think, he was singing in Spanish here. I can.
Hi.
This guy from Nigeria. So that was also a community we were talking. So that was my third community, and I stopped. And my fourth community is half Russian, so you can say. Those are people I knew. Those people I can still find because they are like in still writing some content in those websites where I blog. Yeah, I am connecting. Recently, I connected with one guy from Istanbul, and I told him that I may go there to Istanbul, and I may meet him there. So let's continue about Russians. Bolivia. So Russians, they can also go to Bolivia. Where is this Bolivia? Oh, it's in Africa. No, it's in the Latin America. Bolivia. I also didn't hear a lot about Bolivia. So Russians can go also to Bolivia and live there for 90 days. Yeah. 90 days. It's cool. What else? Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina. I think it's next to Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Next to Serbia. I think also they had some more or something like that. Bosnia next to Croatia. So some people are. What does he want here? So some people are living in these countries like Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, and they just move from one country to another to stay for 1 month. So that's what they do without the residence, just like moving from Serbia to Romania. They go back to Serbia again, get another 30 days, etc. I thought when you said the Black Cat about Sergei, I thought he will come back to Russia. Okay, Botswana. Well, this is, I mean, anyone like heard about Botswana? Anyone from you heard about Botswana? I know it's in a country.
Botswana.
Interesting. Well, it's situated. I don't even know. Oh, it's big enough in Africa. Botswana. It's like in North and South Africa. We have geography lesson today. So Botswana give also 90 days, so I can go to 90 days and live just in Botswana. I mean, like all these countries, I mean, I can just visit like the half of the world, like living 90 days in or 20 days in each country, and it will be like fun. Why don't go to Botswana? What's going on with Botswana? Maybe they have a war there. I don't know. Anyway, 90 days. Okay. Brasilia. Okay, everybody knows Brasilia is one of the famous country, like soccer. Oh, 90 days. Also, they give 90 days to Russians without visa. It's nice. What else? Brunei. Brunei, I don't know why in this. Brunei. I can't click to Brunei. Brunei is also like not no.
Brunei.
Brunei. Brunei. So Brunei, what's this country? It's all about Brunei. Oh, it's in Indonesia. So Indonesia is a little country called Brunei. Interesting. Tanzania. So Brunei, I don't know how for Russians how much they give, but anyway, Russians they can go to Brunei without visa, and it's also interesting. So without visa, like 14 days. 14 days. I have to get in touch with Sailor Nom. She's on YouTube and moved from Russia to Serbia with her family. Rented a house recently. Maybe she could give you some advice. Sailor Nom. Okay. Let me search for her. Sailor Nom. Ah, this one. Yeah. Cool. So she has Instagram. Cool. I will ask her. It would be good to make a collaboration with her, for example. Anyway, this Brunei or Brunei giving only 14 days. Vanuatu. What is Vanuatu? Vanuatu. Oh, gives 90 days. Vanuatu. Ah, again in Russian. Ah, Vanuatu.
Vanuatu.
Yeah, I'm getting it like V. It's not. Vanuatu. Okay, Vanuatu. It's interesting. Where is it? Yeah, UIA needs a lot of money, like a lot. Vanuatu. So where is this? Vanuatu is somewhere also in Australia, next to Australia, somewhere in the ocean. Maybe they have a lot of earthquake. Maybe they have a lot of hurricanes. Anyway, so they give 90 days to live there, so I can go there. Like, if I wanted just to travel the world, I'll just go there. Lovely island, yeah. But I mean, the reason why I can travel the world is again like money. I mean, I need good work with a lot of money to travel and to just spend it. That's why it's better for us to, because I need to like invest in my family. We need to be in one place and not move from there, to make it also easier for the kid to grow, to be in the same place, to study, to have the same friends. That's why I wanted. That's why I rented an apartment in Turkey to stay here to get the residence. Okay, Venezuela. Venezuela. Venezuela is cheap there. Global phenomenon. How to be a global phenomenon? What do you mean? What's a global phenomenon? Nice expression for someone who is traveling. Nomad. Venezuela. Here is Venezuela. But then Venezuela, I remember they had like trouble with electricity. Yeah, it's hard, but it's cheap to live there. Like Bali, it's also Venezuela. It's next to unstable. Yeah, if I mean, it's nothing. Maybe it's nothing. It's more unstable than Turkey, maybe. Like changing the laws, like letting people renting the apartment and then changing the laws and telling them no. And some people even bought apartments, but if they bought for less than $75,000, they will not get the residence. They ask for $75,000. Panama and Costa Rica. I don't know. I told you that how to say, going to Latin America, it's very expensive. $2,000 for the ticket. Okay, Venezuela. They give 90 days. Okay, Vietnam. Vietnam is also cheap. Vietnam. They give only 15 days even to Russians. Oh, I would say they don't have good relation with Russia. 15 days. Thank you. Corn dog. It's not the picture of black cat, but it's corn dog. I am a bit lost. Is that black cat changing the name or some option I don't know about in YouTube? Or corn dog is someone else with the same picture? I'm lost. Okay, thank you very much, corn dog, for the support. Vietnam. Okay, we have seen Vietnam. Everybody know Vietnam. They had the war, by the way. And crazy things happened in Vietnam. You have to remember the history. Haiti. How to call it Haiti correctly?
Haiti.
Haiti. Anyway, maybe Haiti. It's correctly. Oh, so it's next to Dominican Republic, next to Cuba, northern of Latin America. A nice place. I mean, to relaxing, to have vacation in. So Haiti gives 90 days. 90 days to Russians to live in. Cool. It's really nice. 90 days. Guyana. Looks like Guyana. There is a Guyana. There's a, in Russian Guyana. It's an animal.
Guyana.
Animal. Okay, Guyana. What is this Guyana? Oh, it's also in Latin America. Okay. They give also 90 days. So like most of Latin American countries, they give 90 days to Russians. So imagine like a Russian who didn't get the residence anywhere and didn't get the citizenship anywhere, and he or she want to move. So if kind of like we go to these countries, so even if we will not be accepted in one, we will go to another one, live 90 days here, 90 days here, 90 days here, 90 days here. And we will see all the world. Like crazy. Belize. Okay. Guatemala. Guatemala, I heard about it a lot, but didn't don't know a lot about it. Let's see, where is it? Also, and let's guess that they give also 90 days for Russians to live there without a visa. Also 90 days. It's cool. Like with this passport, I can just go to all Latin American countries and visit them one by one. So learning Spanish, maybe it's important for us. Okay. Honduras. What is Honduras? Let's check.
Honduras.
So what do you know about Honduras? Hello, Karina. Nice to see you. And welcome everybody who is here, who is watching. You can like this stream, so maybe more people will join, more fun. And you can write your thoughts about this, or about your favorite countries you like, or countries you have been to, you are living in. So Honduras. Where is this Honduras? Honduras, it's in also between also close to Latin America. So let's guess that Honduras gives also 90 days to Russians. I mean, if it would be like that, I just have to go to Latin America. Yeah, they give 90 days to live without a visa. Oh my god. Cool. Like I can start from here, from Mexico, instead of going, because I heard that they are closing the borders to Russians in US. So I can stand to Mexico. Maybe I go to Guatemala 90 days, Honduras 90 days, Nicaragua 90 days, Costa Rica 90 days, Panama 90 days, etc. It's crazy. Okay, Gong Kong. Gong Kong is somewhere in China. I think the same in English. I don't have to look for it. Gong Kong, Hong Kong. I don't think they will give that much to Russians to live there. Yeah, as you see, like 14 days. And somebody say that China and Russia are allies or are, I mean, working together. So why they would give to Russians only 4 days? I mean, 14 days. Funny. Yeah, no to China. I know what's going on there. Crazy things. It's better to not talk about that. Because I will start talking about crazy stuff. Grenado. What is Grenado? Also gives 90 days. Let's check. Grenada. So in English it's Grenada. Yeah, 14 days just to rest. Just to make business, to put the Russian wood there. Like I heard that they send a lot of wood there. A lot of forests are cut in Russia and sent to China. Like they have a deal with some territories. They are like exploiting them. Like they are using them somehow. They recently also had a project in Baikal or something like that. So China kind of, I don't know, they are making business, but they are kind of invading Russia, but in economical manner, not in military manner. So, and a lot of like some Russians, they are like afraid that in the future Russia will be full of Chinese people. I give America more time. They have business there. Not so many Russians business. I think they are giving give American more time. They have business there. Maybe not so many Russian business. I don't know, but we hear in the news that China and Russia are working together. Grenada not pet? I have no idea what is this Grenada. Grenada. So it's a kind of also an island in the top of, in the north of, to the northern of Venezuela. South Korea could be very expensive, yes. Okay, Grenada. How much they give? Also 90 days. I mean, we can just don't look at the countries if they are in Latin America. So here, most of them, they give 90 days. I mean, maybe all of them. Cool. Okay, Georgia, it's clear. They give 1 year. I know about that. Thank you, America's favorite Brazilian. Go to Brazil. There is Russo-Ukrainian Brasileiros. What is Russo-Ukrainian? Russo-Ukrainian Brasileiros. Thank you, America's favorite Brazilian, for support. Let me check what is this. I love Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. They are great players. Ukrainian Brazilians. Oh, so they have a lot of people there. Yeah, and it's maybe easy to join even that community. 4,000, like 500,000 of Ukrainian lived in Brazil. In 1994, it's even like before. Now maybe it's much more. Cool. Big community in Brazil. Nice. They speak Russian in Campos. Thank you for support. They speak Russian in Campos Gerais region. Campos. Yes. Okay, it will be in my history. Here I will learn about it, but as I said, like Brasilia, it could be very expensive to travel there. I don't know about their residence. It will be, if it will be easy to get the residence there or not. Okay, Georgia 1 year they give, but it's very close to Russia, Georgia, and people there aren't that happy about Russians there, and maybe I don't want my child to feel some discrimination or something like that. So that's why, I mean, I would think twice before to go there, even if they give 1 year to Russians to live there. Okay, Guam. I don't know anything about Guam, so let me check what is Guam. And maybe it's pronounced the same.
Guam.
Guam. Okay. If it's in Latin America, they will give 90 days. Wow. It's between Asia, Australia and Asia, something like that. Japan, between Australia and Japan. I mean, how people can live here? I mean, it's almost like very, very, very little island. But it could be stable. Santa Rita. Dido. Guam. So Guam. So Russians, they can visit Guam if they have an American visa. Category B. That costs $160. So it was without visa and now it's with visa. But they are listing it here. Why? South Brazil, peaceful. Okay, I have to know about that. Okay, Dominica, Dominican Republic. It's also nice, though they give 90 days to Russians to live there. It's interesting. What is the difference between the Dominica and Dominican Republic? Dominican Republic, it's Dominica, it's another country. Interesting. Dominica. Oh, it's another country. Not the same. So Dominican Republic and Dominica. Or another island, we can say. Okay, Sally. So Dominica, they give also 90 days. So as you see, like, I mean, so you are not Black Cat anymore. You are Corn Dog. You changed it just right today, or I mean, I missed that. I think he was today Black Cat. Yeah, he was Black Cat. Cool. Anyway, so also they give 90 days. This Dominica. What else? Dominican Republic also. No, Dominican Republic, they give only 30 days. See? Dominican Republic, they give 30 days. less. Israel. Recently I met one guy, he wanted to go to Israel. So they give 90 days. Cool. Indonesia. I think we talked about it. Oh, only 30 days in Indonesia. Only 30 days. Qatar. Qatar, I won't go there. I think Qatar and Dubai are the same. So Russians also can stay there 90 days. So look how many, countries we can just go and live there. Ah, it's joke. Okay, Colombia. Ivan the section said about Colombia. He always say that I will go there and make my business. Okay, Colombia, 90 days as well. Colombia, it's also Latin America, so more there. Okay, South Korea, 60 days. Cool. So Russians, they can go to South Korea and stay for 60 days. Costa Rica, I guess 90 days. Yeah. 90 days. So Latin America and Russia, they have good deal. Also Cuba, 90 days. Crazy Russian Sergey wanted to go to Cuba also. I don't know if he changed his mind about that or not. What is this? Kuka. Island Kuka. Islands Kuka. Cook Islands. Cool. Interesting, where is it? It's not even clear. Somewhere here. Next to New Zealand. Also very little. Cook Island. Yeah, Cuba, 90 days as well. Yeah, I don't know what's happening in Cuba, but I think, sometimes I think we just have to risk and go to wherever place where we are accepted, where we can be legal, etc. This is the most important. Okay. What else? Okay, Kuka. Laos, I heard about it, but I don't know a lot about it. Like 60 days in Laos, 30 days in Laos. It should be somewhere. Oh, it's next to Thailand. Laos. You mean Laos? It's US territory. Okay. I am getting tired, but I will finish these countries. I just want to make. Maybe this stream will be useful to people who will look for places to stay in. Mavriki, 60 days. Where is this Mavriki? I don't know. Also kind of island next to Madagascar. Cool. Maybe it's very hot there. Macau. I never heard before as well about Macau. So somewhere in China there. I don't think they will give a lot of days. Like you see, like China giving like 14 some of territories. They're giving 14 days here, 30 days in Macau for Russians. And anyway, I mean, for without a visa is cool. Macedonia giving also 90 days. Macedonia, maybe in English, Macedonia. Malaysia 30 days. Malaysia in English. Some Maldivski Ostrava, I don't know. Okay, how much they would give. South Africa, but maybe some people told me about South Africa. It's better to not go there. I don't remember why. These islands, Maldivski Ostrava. Oh my god, it's very little. This one, Malay, very little. Oh, it's considered country. Oh, they are like even not seen. Maybe one of the most little countries. Hello, John Doe. Nice to see you. Long time no see. So this also gives 90 days. I mean, 90 days here you can be just lost, especially if someone don't know how to swim. Okay. What else? Morocco. Morocco is just next to Algeria. Cool, they give 90 days. So I could meet with my mother in Morocco. I tell her like, come visit me to Morocco. Morocco, 90 days. My mother is in Algeria now. She is Russian. And I have two sisters there. Micronesia, Micronesia, or something like that.
Micronesia.
Micronesia. Okay. What is it? No, also some very little islands barely seen. Also giving 30 days to Russians. I mean, 80 countries, a lot. Moldova, so I will just, without translating them, I will just check them. Also 90 days, Moldova. Mongolia. In Mongolia, like Crazy Russian Sergei was there. Like 30 days they give. Like countries like Spain, they ask for visa. So I'm talking about countries that don't ask for visa. I don't know what is Karabakh. This Karabakh. Micronesia is beautiful but expensive. Yeah, we don't need expensive. Nagorno-Karabakh.
Nagorno-Karabakh.
Nagorno-Karabakh. Where is it? Somewhere in it's kind of a republic or something like that. So they don't need visa. They can stay there 6 months. People. Yeah, countries with no visa. for Russians, like 82 countries, all of these. Nambia, also without visa, like for 3 months. Nauru, Nicaragua, Niue. So sounds like African. No, it's British. 30 days.
Niue.
Niue. So they give 30 days. Look at this. It's a very little island where it's not even clear. Somewhere in the ocean. Which one? Not clear. Ah, yeah, next to the Latin America. So this new go gives 30 days. OIA, I was there, they give 90 days. But it's very expensive. Palau 30 days. I know what is Palau. We'll check for the countries that I don't know where they are. Oh, so very little, I know. They don't have even like a lot of houses there. Palau, northern of Australia. So they give 30 days. Hotel Palestina. I was surprised, like they say here that Palestina has no like organizations that make visa, etc. And the Russians don't need any visa to Palestina. Palestine, or how to call it in English. Okay. Panama is also well known. 90 days people can live in, Russian people can live in Panama. Paraguay, also 90 days in Paraguay. Peru, oh, 6 months in Peru. Could be also kind of island. Oh no, Peru, it's a big country. Ah, because it's in Latin America. Again, 90 days. You see, like Peru, we found like 90 days. Like Colombia, 90 days. Venezuela, 90 days. Brazil. All Latin American countries are giving 90 days. And this Peru is giving like 6 months. Like more than 3 months. Yeah. It's better even. They have maybe better relations. Anyway, Peru. Who knows? Maybe I will be in Peru someday. Since they are giving a long time. Because 6 months, it's cool. Transnistria. I don't know what it is.
Transnistria.
My wife worked one time on festival. Okay. What is this?
Transnistria.
Transnistria. Interesting country. I never heard about it. Oh, it's some. Where is it? Between Moldova and Ukraine or something? It's not clear. Anyway, it's next to Ukraine, so it's dangerous maybe. Maybe let's check in Russian. Is it the same? Yeah, somewhere here in Moldova. Moldova is good. They speak Russian. We can go there. But it's very close here and they have electricity troubles. And my wife has a friend from Moldova, a girl. She's here in Turkey. I don't know. I like Moldova because they speak Russian, and for my child it will be easy for him. Hello, Carlos Melendez. Привет, привет. Nice to see you. Okay. I don't know what is this country. Okay, Salvador, I like it because they made Bitcoin legal. Oh, they give 90 days. Salvador. Samoa. I know what is Samoa. I have a Russian couple here in the UK who are refugees. They made a solitary protest while living in Russia against the invasion and escaped last year. Yeah. In fact, a lot of people are protested, so they are all in the jail or they run from troubles. And I know a lot of YouTube channels that are against what's going on, and most of them also they left. So if they stayed, they will not be able to keep going. Samoa. Where is this Samoa? Samoa. Also somewhere in Madagascar, next to Madagascar. They give 60 days without a visa. I mean, look how many countries. Look how many countries people. Moldova sounds possible. Maybe, I don't know. I'm afraid that Moldova is so close to Ukraine and they have electricity trouble and they. I don't think it's that safe. Look how many countries, I mean, a lot. Sahara. East, I always confuse between the east and the west. I mean, in the direction. Not Western Sahara. I think Western Sahara is situated between Algeria and Morocco, and they had a conflict about it. Yeah. So Morocco say that Western Sahara is ours. Algeria, they say it's ours, and they had a conflict about it. So Western Sahara they give. So no visa. And it's not clear how much they give days just without visa, but it's desert. Asylum, yeah. Maybe it was easier to claim it before. Yeah, I am teaching him English now. So with English he will not be lost anywhere. And I know, yeah, he may learn, but I mean at least to play with friends, to because he knows only Russian now. Eswatini. What is Eswatini? I don't know. Oh, Eswatini. It's in Africa. I didn't know about it. Look at the flag. It's interesting. So these guys give 30 days to Russians. Some I don't know. Islands also give 45 days. Северные Марианские острова. Northern Mariana Island. Interesting thing about the word marina I don't know why they use it all. Like in Dubai, they have Dubai Marina. In Mersin, they have Mersin Marina. They like to use this word. Northern Ireland, where are they? Also on the top of Australia. 45 days. These Shelski Ostrava, I don't know also where are they. I mean, how many countries are there? It's cool. I was living in Algeria 12 years and I had to walk from the house to places where they shower. There are like very special places where you pay to shower, and I was taking the water from there, and especially like I was the only guy there home, and my father was telling me to take the water from there, and I was taking a lot of water from there, like going there and back, and sometimes I joke about my hands, that my hands are too long because of that. Yeah, I hope he will adapt quickly. Seychelles. I heard about Seychelles. Seychelles. Somewhere here. Look how little is this Seychelles. Wow. So this Seychelles give 30 days to Russians. This Saint Vincent and Guinea. Like so, some countries are called with two names. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't separate. Also, somewhere in, let's guess, they may give 90 days as well. Yeah. Maybe all Latin American countries giving 90 days to Russians to live there. This one is also having two names. Also 90 days. Saint Kitts and Nevis. Also 90 days. So if it's 90 days, that means Latin America. Saint Lucia also could be 6 weeks they give to Russian. 6 weeks. Saint Lucio. Where is it? Oh, why Saint Lucio? So all Latin American countries are giving 6 months, and you are giving like 6 weeks. Interesting. Okay, Amir, see you. Drop off, that means going. Serbia, I know they give 30 days. Yeah, bye, Amir. Tajikistan, it's also close from Russia. Give 90 days. Thailand, let's see. I will finish very soon. Thailand, they give 30 days, but it's hard to get the visa there, the residence there. Taiwan, 14 days only. Turk and Caicos. What is Turk and Caicos? Turk and Caicos are Britain, Great Britain. I mean, British. No. They have just a flag look like Britain, but it's in the Latin America. So they give Turks and Caicos Island also 90 days. I mean, I just today learned that most of Latin American countries gives 60 days. 90 days to Russians to leave. Tonga. Yeah, I heard about this Tonga. It's next to Australia. They give 30 days. Trinidad y Tobago and Tobago. What is this? I can read here directly without translating. Trinidad and Tobago. Next to Venezuela. More likely they will give 90 days or so. It's cool. Tunis. It's also, I mean, good country. Oh, Tunis, they give 90 days. Tunisia or Tunis. Turkey. They give 60 days and it's crazy. Uzbekistan. So Uzbekistan also without visa and they give 60 days and then we have to prolong it. Oh, interesting to know about Ukraine. So Ukraine, how much they give to Russians? 90 days. Interesting. Till now, they give Russians 90 days. Like, I mean, there are even still some economical relation between Russia and Ukraine. They kind of pay them for the gas or something like that. I mean, I heard something like that, like they are invading them and at the same time paying them. I don't understand. And giving 90 days to Russians to leave. Very interesting thing, observation. But I don't know, I hate cold in apartments. Uzbekistan is cold. If there is no heating in the apartments, it could be, I mean, disaster. Georgia is expensive and I don't think it's that good for the kid because, like, maybe this is my opinion because I feel like if Georgian people aren't that happy about Russians, so he may face some maybe discrimination or something. I don't know. And another thing also about Georgia is expensive. Yeah, but Dima is alone. I am alone. If I was alone, I wouldn't care. Uruguay also in Latin America, and they may give 90 days. Also 90 days, so without guessing. 90 days. Strange. Ukraine gives 90 days to Russia. What's going on there? Philippine 30 days only. Montenegro, Chernogorich, Montenegro, also 30 days. But Montenegro is easy to open up business there. Chile, 90 days. Chile, maybe it's in Latin America. Let's check. Oh, also maybe they give 90 days. Yeah, so we can say only like one Leos or something, they give 6 weeks. Ecuador also 90 days. I think Ecuador also in hope you find the right country for you and family so I can understand the need of stability with your boy. Growing up, he's quick learner with English. Yeah, I wish we found the right place. What is message retracted? What does it mean? The word retracted. Retracted. It seems a good message. So I hope for the best. where we stopped, Ecuador, and only a few left. Ecuador more likely 90 days. Wow, I start loving Latin America. You are also 90 days. It's the South Africa, I think you are. South Africa. Now South Africa also gives 90 days, maybe, or not. Yes. And Jamaica. Like, imagine 82 countries giving Jamaica. It's Jamaica, I think the country of Bob Marley or something. It's a cool country, and I like their accent, and I think most of them they speak English, but they give only 30 days. So only like Jamaica and this one, or I don't remember, one of those, St. Juan, or I know, St. Louis, yeah, yeah, I have all the contacts in my description. I welcome anyone. If you have any advice about where to go, let me know. Immigration lawyer. Yeah, I will think about it. I mean, I'm saving the money now to leave, to go to another country, and I know how lawyers, maybe they are very expensive. Yeah. So I am not in a situation to spend money for lawyer. Jamaica. Okay, we learned about all these countries, 82 countries that gives that allow Russians to enter without visa. Because when you are in hurry, I mean, it's hard to plan. So we did everything to get the residence in Turkey, and if they will refuse us, they will give us 10 days to leave the country. Otherwise, we will have to pay the fines, or they can just put, I don't know, something like a sign in our passport to not enter the country, or something like a bad thing. And they give us only in 10 days. So in those 10 days, we have to be ready, and we have to know where to go without a visa, because just taking an airplane and going without like applying for visa, waiting if they will like approve your visa or not. That's why most Russians, they like to know where to go without a visa. And as you see, like, still 82 countries are accepting Russians without a visa, and it's a positive thing. We can't be like no, I mean, we still have choice. I mean, people who don't want to return to Russia, so they still have a lot of choice. I mean, if they really don't want to return, they can choose any of those places. Of course, unless, I mean, there is no money and to buy tickets, etc. But money should be always saved. Some money always should be like saved. So there are 28 countries that gives visa in the airport, like Bangladesh, Bahrain, Timor, Guinea, Djibouti, Egypt, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Jordania, Iran. So Kenya, Komari, Lebanon, Mauritania, Madagascar, Mozambique, Nepal. I know this kind of island of Helena Island. Saint Helena, Tanzania, Togo, Tuvalu, Uganda, Fiji, Sri Lanka, Ethiopia, Kipre, Northern Cyprus. Yeah, so they give visa right in the airport, and it depends. So those are like a little bit harder than those without visa. And other countries that only without visa, like Australia, Belgium, Venga, like European countries, Australia, I mean US. So those are with visa. I mean all other countries. Anyway, I just learned with you and discussed with you where to go, and I am thinking now a lot about this, because after 1 week I will have the meeting with the immigration department, and if they will give us refuse giving us the residence, so we will have to leave the country. Anyway, maybe asylum, I don't know, asylum, we want to leave it to last thing we can do. Anyway, we will see where to go, we will see what to choose. I feel that we have still many options where we can go without applying for asylum, maybe to have the residence and to live there a good life. Yeah, thank you Terry, thank you everyone for watching, thank you for being around. Please like this video, comment, and watch my other videos, and you can always support our family. I have a lot of like links, PayPal links, etc. And goodbye, thank you very much, and have a nice day, and I wish you all the best. Yeah, I will try temporary places, and we'll see. Okay, bye.